Hey everybody, how is it going today? Well, I'm going to be doing another daily update on BNGO. I'm still looking to get in on this stock, and this stock is not selling off as of yet. I'm going to give you my current thoughts on today's price action and where it might be going in the future. Now, if you're new to my channel, I like to find short-term and long-term trading and investing opportunities in typically lower-priced stocks. I like to find undervalued stocks with high growth potential and talk about all other things finance-related as well. If that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future trading or investing ideas. But please remember, I am not a financial advisor, so please do all of your own research before buying any of these stocks. All right, well, here is the daily chart of Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. And as we can see, it is still not pulling back today either. For whatever reason, it is just not selling off. I mean, apparently you guys that are in this stock, you don't know the rules, because this is a big, nasty gap right here, and gaps are supposed to get filled. That's like day one stuff of technical analysis. Stocks are supposed to fill gaps. But you guys didn't fill this one down here either. So you guys are not playing by the rules. You need to sell some stock. There's people like me that want to get in, but they're cheap. They want to get in at a lower price. You guys are not giving it up. No, but seriously, this just shows to the strength of BNGO because this thing is not selling off. And for whatever reason, there must be a big player or several big players soaking up all this supply when it gets down to this level, because there's no reason why the selling would just all of a sudden stop here. It has to stop here because somebody's putting the brakes on it because they're soaking up every share they can get at this level. And as of right now, every single share has been bought up that has got to this level. So as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like it's going to break that level, and I'm guessing that as soon as these moving averages, especially this white one, catches up, it's probably going to push this stock higher. So, man, I might have to pay up to get into this one because I don't want to miss out on BNGO if it takes off higher. But let's go to the hourly chart and take a closer look at this price level that it's been bought up at. Actually, this is the 15-minute chart because this shows it just a little bit better. But as we can see, this has been an absolute concrete floor for BNGO, and that's just showing you how strong the stock is after this enormous move up. And almost nobody is giving this back. It's actually starting to make a little bit of a triangle consolidation. It's kind of sloppy. You can put these lines. It's a little subjective. You can kind of put them anywhere. You could probably put it down here if you wanted to, just to more emphasize this triangle right here. But the point is price is starting to compress, so there should be a fast move coming out of this. And if I had to guess, it's probably going to be to the upside because there just hasn't been enough selling to push it through this gap. And I think once this gap got breached in a significant manner, it would probably have plenty of momentum to carry it down here to fill the lower part of the gap. But that hasn't happened yet. And it's kind of surprising because I was on YouTube and there was, several people that were putting out, I wouldn't say like negative videos on Bionano Genomics, but, just a different perspective on the company. And they were going in depth, so, I was glad they put the videos out. And I thought that would add like a little bit more selling pressure to the stock. But nobody seems to be selling off just yet. So this stock still is very, very strong. Let me get back to the daily chart real quick. But just looking back at the daily chart, I was just saying this stock is super strong. And if we back it out a little bit, you can see that this floor that it's currently stopping at coincides with some of these spike highs that it had several months ago. And I guess you could call this probably a support area as well. But, you wouldn't think something going back this far would be that significant, so I really don't think it is. I think we've just got a big institutional player or several big institutional players or just some individual investors with very large pockets that are buying up this stock as soon as it gets to this level, because this means that there is definitely somebody that is snatching up everything they can get at that price if it just can't seem to break through. And also, of course, that means a lot of people that have been in the stock, they're not too anxious to sell. So, I mean, that is very good news for the prospects for BNGO to be making a new high. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. There could be there could be an announcement of the share offering that they're going to try to raise money at this level, and that could send it down. Or it could be a non-factor, even if they did offer that, did make that announcement. But that remains to be seen. But as of right now, it's just a super strong stock, and I haven't bought in yet. I was hoping to get in at a cheaper price, but it might not happen. But that is what I am thinking today on BNGO. Please let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section if you're still holding, if you've heard anything, and what are your thoughts of this stock going forward. All right, well, before I close out the video, I do want to show you the chart on Foresight Autonomous Holdings, ticker symbol FRSX. And as you can see, this chart looks eerily similar to BNGO. It had this huge run-up and had this big, nasty gap, and it does not seem to want to fill it. Now, it has already caught up to this 8-period exponential moving average, and it's starting to follow the average up. It's actually kind of surprising that it hasn't broke higher as of yet, but it's still holding that average. And if it can get above this resistance area right here, I think FRSX could be heading up to a newer high as well. But this one looks very similar to BNGO, and this is how I kind of expect BNGO to play out. BNGO might get a little bit of a sharper move, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did consolidate sideways just a little bit longer, because this is a huge move to digest, just like BNGO. Let's go to the 15-minute chart real quick. And if we go to the 15-minute chart, you can see that it had a break just below this floor a couple of days ago, but it has bounced right back above it, and it's moving sideways again, and it looks like it's starting to pick up momentum again to the upside. And if you zoom in a little bit, you can see it's holding that moving average in the current 15-minute time frame, and it could be shooting higher as we speak. But I think this is going to be very similar to what BNGO is probably going to do. But if I had to say it was going to be a little different, I would think it was probably going to move a little higher, a little faster. But it certainly wouldn't surprise me if it went sideways for this long or even longer, because like I said, this move needs to be digested, and the longer it goes sideways, that just shows you more strength that the stock has, and that is even more bullish for the stock, because big moves need to be consolidated. If the big moves aren't consolidated, then they usually turn around rather quick. So if we go back to the daily chart of FRSX, just want to give you guys one more look of what I think could be in store for BNGO. I would expect it to be just a little bit stronger here, but we'll see. The market conditions are going to dictate what's going to happen, but I think there is enough interest in BNGO that once all that selling does dry out, and if some of those big players still want stock and there's absolutely none left, they have no choice but to bid it up. But that's just another perspective I have on BNGO. I wanted to share that with you real quick before I closed out the video. All right, folks, that's all I have for you in this video. If you have any questions or comments on Bionano Genomics, please leave them down there in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I could ask you to please hit the like button for BNGO to push it up in the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so you don't miss any future trading or investing opportunities. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end. And until next time, take care, everybody.